Yeah. So today, before yesterday, we discussed about like variables and methods, right? So today we are going to discuss about like methods concept. So earlier we discussed about method with argument and with return type. Okay. So today we are going to discuss about method without argument and method with argument and without return type. Okay. So let's see what is method with argument and without return type. So syntax for syntax for method with argument and without return type is like void method name method name and void method name and arguments void method name and arguments. Okay, arguments in the sense we can give multiple number of arguments. Okay, and inside that what we are doing is like we are writing a statement. Okay, statement void method name arguments and statement generally. So earlier we discussed about like return type in the sense return type is nothing but we have given a data type, right? Like int or string we have given, but when it comes to the method without return type and with argument, so in that without return type in the sense every time we need to write void. Okay, because we don't have any return type. Okay, it will not return anything, that is nothing but at that time we will write void. Okay, let's see a few examples. So example example void method name. Method name, what I will do, for example, yeah, method name I can do like sum of two numbers. Okay, sum of two numbers numbers. Okay, and I will give a argument b, and here what I will do is like we don't have any return statement, so I will write like system dot out dot println, system dot out dot println. So what, just I will write a plus b. Okay, so a void is nothing but it will not return anything. Okay, but we have arguments called int a comma int b, so you can create any kind of method. Okay, but we are not returning anything. Okay, so this is one of the example for method with arguments and without return type generally. Okay, so generally we will write like this. Okay, so you need to remember this method as well. Okay, methodology. Okay, so uh, let me open Eclipse. Here it is. Oh, Eclipse is, this is the old version Luna. uh, anyone gone through that PDF document which I have shared? Inside that we have all the details like what is a like instance variable, static variable, local variable. One more time you can like if you have a time, please go through it, you can able to understand that thing, because it is a easy one only.
Yeah, is it Java nodes? No?
Java
Java.
notes only. It
Okay.
is easy one only. Just you can go through once, you can able to understand what and all so far we have gone right. Like we studied right so far.
Okay.
So you can able to understand. Like there is a lot of examples I have given in that. So you
Okay.
can able to go through it. Just try to go through it. It would be easy only.
Okay.
Okay. So let's make like method with argument and without return type. Okay. Yeah, clicking on this one. So just we want to create a method that is like method without argument and with return type, right? So here what I will do is like of two numbers. Sum of two numbers. I'll give int a comma int b. Okay. Then what I will do is like system dot out dot println. So system dot out dot println a plus b. I'm writing here. So I have created a method. Okay. So this is called as instance method. Generally, can anyone tell me the definition about instance variable? If it is wrong, also fine. Just you need to tell me about the definition. What is the instance variable?
The variable which can be used outside the class.
Yeah, that one also right. A
Yeah.
variable which is created
Yeah, outside the method. Outside the method. Outside.
outside the method.
Yeah.
Yeah. So generally, the instance variable is like the variable which is defined inside the class and outside the method, we can say, or we can say the variable which is defined inside the uh, like a variable which is defined as a member of a class is called instance variable, right? So like that only a method which is defined a member of a class is called instance method. It's called instance method. Okay. So how many ways to call instance variable?
Two
Two
ways.
ways.
Yeah, what are they?
Object reference.
Yes, object and object reference. So in Java, we have a instance variable, right? Similarly, we have a instance method. That is nothing but we will create a object or object reference. Using that, we will create an object and we will call that particular variable or method. So just let me know how to create an object. Anyone?
Yeah. Class name.
Yeah, class name,
Yes.
class name.
And space object name.
Yeah, class name and object reference
New
equals,
space.
yeah, new,
New space class name
yeah, new space class name
brackets.
brackets. Yes, exactly. You have created a object, okay, along with object reference. Okay, so once we have created the object and object reference, using this object reference dot, you can able to see sum of two numbers. Okay, once I have given the value. Okay, so whenever we are writing int a comma b, so internally whenever we are calling this method, what it will happen is like the value it will consider like int a equals to 10 and int b equals to 20. Okay, so it will consider like this and the value it will go itself here. Okay, so I'm just removing this one. Okay, once I will run, because what we are doing is like we are writing a print statement. Okay, we are not returning anything. Okay, so at that time what it will happen is like it will happen itself, it will print itself. Okay, let's run this one. Right click, run as Java application. You can able to see the value is 30. Are you getting right? Instance method as well. Instance method is nothing but a method which is define a member of a class is called instance method. There is a two ways to access. One is like object, other one is object reference. Okay, like that only we have another methodology, right? What is that another methodology? Method without argument and without return type. Okay, so let's see what is the syntax for method without argument and without return type. Is it clear, or you need to like we can go for another example for method without return type and with arguments?
Yeah, yes, for
Yeah. Everyone, is it clear, right?
Yes, Anna.
Yeah. So let's go for another methodology, that is like method without arguments, method without arguments and without arguments and with return type, without return type. Okay, without the return type, without return type. So here the syntax is like void without return type. Already we know about that, right? Void method name and method name, and we don't have any arguments. Okay, and here inside that what we are doing is like we are writing a statement, we are writing a statement only. Okay, let's see the example here. Void what we can do, we can write a method, uh, yeah, void multiply of two numbers. Okay, just these are the basic examples what I'm giving. So here we will declare a variable inside that, sorry, we will initialize a variable and we will perform within the method only. So what I will do is like system.out.println out.println println a into b. Okay, so like this I will do. Then let's see the example. Are you getting right? Method without return type and without argument. We are not passing any argument and we are not passing any return type. Okay. So again, what we are doing is like we are using instance variable only. Okay, instance method only. So void. Okay, we have already written. I'll copy that thing. Okay, so this one is a instance method, right? So can anyone tell me how to call this instance method? we have a reference, right? Object reference. Using that object reference, we'll call like obj dot multiply of two numbers. Obj dot multiply of two numbers. Okay, like this. So once I will call this particular function, what it will happen? It will like multiply the values. You can able to see the value is 200. Are you getting right? Instance methods is nothing but we have a two ways. One is like object and another one is like object reference. So now also what we are doing is like we are calling a method with object reference. Are you understanding, right? So we have another syntax that is called method without arguments and with return type. Method without arguments and with return type. Okay. So let's see the example for method without arguments and with return type. The syntax is is without arguments and with return type. So we need to write a return type method name without any arguments. We need to write a return statement at the end once the operation is done. Okay, and need to end with semicolon only. Okay, this is the syntax. Let's see the example here. For example, I want to add, let's take a same example for add of two numbers. So here the return type is int and method name is like sum of numbers. I'm just giving numbers because we have a like method name, right? We have a same method name, so at that time we will get an error. So inside that what I will do is like here int a comma int 10 and int 20, and what I'm doing is like I want to add these two numbers. So what I will do is like return a plus b. So it will return me the integer value. Okay. So what we are doing is like we are writing a return statement, and as well as we are writing a return type, and we are not passing any arguments. Okay, let's copy this method and we will keep here. So sum of numbers I have given because we have an ambiguity issue, because once we write the same method name, at that time we will get an error. Okay, so that's why I have written like this. Okay, let's copy this and let me show you. Okay, it is a method overloading concept, so we can do it this one as well. But whenever we are passing the arguments, so at that time we will get an error. Copy and paste. You can able to see we are getting an error. Okay, so instead of this, what I have did is like I have created our own method. Okay, going forward we will discuss about method overloading as well. No need to worry about it. Okay, let me know how to call this particular method. Okay, is this instance method, right? Okay, can anyone tell me how to call the instance method?
Yeah, object reference
Yeah,
and dot
yeah,
instance name.
yeah. Object reference dot
Dot sum of
method name. Okay, so we are calling this method, but I want to get the data. Let's run this code. We are not getting any value. Why? What happened? Because whenever we are having a return type, okay, and return statement, so at that time in this before, like in the method before, we need to write that particular return type, and we need to create a variable. So whenever we are calling this method, so what it will happen is, like whenever we are calling this method, it will go to this particular method and it will perform the operation. Once it will perform the operation, then like it will return it will return the value. Okay, the value will store here. Okay, the value will store here. Okay, the total, sorry, the value will store in this method only, in this method only, and we are assigning that value to this variable. Okay, whenever we are storing the like when we are writing the return statement, we need to must and should write this like variable. We need to declare this variable, whether it is a string data type return type, or character return type, or boolean return type, sorry, or float return type, or double return type. Okay, or boolean return type also we can do it. Okay, are you getting right? So for return statement, we need to write, okay, int value. Let's see. Let's print the value. Let's print this value. System.out.println value. Right click, run as Java application. You can able to see we are getting 30. Okay, let me know what are the differences you guys observed so far, like all these three methods. There is a lot of differences we have in this method. Just you need to observe. So the first method, we don't have a return type, right? What we are doing, once we don't have a return type, we are printing inside the method only, okay, the value. And here also the method without argument and without return type, here also we are printing the value within the method only. But when it comes to method without argument and with return type, we are returning the value, and again we are creating an additional variable called value, and whatever the value is coming in the method, which we are storing into that particular variable which we have given as a value, and we are printing that one. So we are calling that like we are printing the value. Okay, anywhere we can print, but in this particular methods, like some multiply of two numbers or sum of two numbers, the value will print within the method. But here we can use, like we can reuse that particular value, like writing this into value or something else. Are you getting right?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, and let's see another example. On I think on Friday we discussed, that is like one more thing, the method with argument and with return type. That is like int uh, for example, yeah, sum of two numbers multiply of two numbers. Int swap. I just creating one variable swap. So we have a arguments called int a comma b. Okay, so I want to do the swap here. So how I will do the swap? Here I will declare a variable called temp, and I will do like int a, and here A is equals to B equals to, okay, no, swap, it will not work for us. Okay, consider this as, yeah, just take it as subtract value. Okay, otherwise, just I'm creating a variable called sub. So what I will do is like I will just return a minus b. Okay, nothing we have done, just int sub int a comma b we have written, and we are writing like return a minus b. Okay, so this is the first method which we have discussed. Okay, so what I need to do is like I need to write a same thing, int sub value, and how I need to call this method as well. This is also like a method with argument and with return type. This is also an instance method. So how we need to call? We need to call while creating object, right? obj dot sub.
Sub.
Yeah. So here 10 comma 20. Is save, right click, and what we need to do is like once we have written the like we have a return statement, we need to print the value, right, outside, run as Java application. You can able to see 30 200 30 minus 10. Okay, 30 200 30 minus 10. Okay, so like this we will get the values. Okay, generally we have an instance method. That instance method is nothing but a method, instance method, a method which is define a member of a class is called is called instance method. It's called instance method. Okay, there are two ways to access instance method. What are they? Two ways. What are the two ways we can access instance method?
Object.
Yes, object and object reference. Yeah. Object and object reference. Okay, so all are these methodologies we will use instance method and as well as static method. We have a static method as well. So is it clear so far? The
Yes, sir.
methodologies and all. Everyone, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So just so I will give a little uh, like little quiz or little task you can consider. Open your chart and write a method with argument and without return type. Open a chart and open your chart, and here write a example method for method with argument and without return type. You can able to see syntax as well. I will open the syntax for you. Method with argument and without return type. Okay, where is that? Okay, this is the syntax method with argument and without return type. Open your chat and write a method. Okay, the syntax is also there. Just follow and write a method for me, so I can also understand that you guys are getting. Take your own time. I think I have opened that method syntax as well. The method without argument and without argument, sorry, with argument and without return type. Already written. The syntax is also there. Just write a method for me. Like any method, you can write any method. Just I think any method name and all you can use. Just write a simple method for me. No need to write entire uh, class and all. Just you need to create a method. That's it. Are you guys ready to create?
Yes.
Yeah, just type it in the chat, so I can also able to get like you guys are getting. Syntax is also there. So method with argument and without return type, how we need to write, and like you can take sum of two numbers or addition of two numbers or subtraction of two numbers, multiplication of two numbers or division of two numbers. I think void sum of two numbers. Okay, good. Only one person. I'm waiting for your response. Yeah, void null. Okay, good. Sai, Purnima, Samira. Just type in the chat. Are you not getting? Please let me know. I will explain you one more time. So generally we will create like this methods. Okay. So we need to understand like how we need to call the variables or methods. So if anyone asks you, if anyone asks you to like create an instance variable or create an instance method, so what we need to say is like first of all you need to say like whenever like a variable or method declare as a member of a class is called instance method or instance variable, we can say. Sorry, instance variable is nothing but a variable which is defined inside the class, or variable which is defined inside the variable which is defined a member of a class is called instance variable, or a method which is defined a member of a class is called instance method. So there are two ways to access. One is like object, another one is like object reference, we need to say. And these are the generally, these are the methods which I have told, these are the methodologies which we are following. Okay, let's go to the Google Chrome and I will show you the APIs, how they are designed using this design pattern. Okay, string API, let's consider this is a string API. Just for your awareness, I'm saying, I'm showing this. You can able to see the classes. So here you can able to understand the field is nothing but variable. Field is nothing but variable. Okay, this is the API. Okay, this is like a static variable. You can able to understand this is a static variable. Okay, because they have written static inside this variable. Okay, and here this is the variable name which we have. Okay, are you getting right? This is the API document which the Oracle is like published. So inside that they are using this string class. We have all these things. Okay, and we have a methods. You can able to see instance method and static method, concrete method, deprecated method. So just we need to focus on instance method. So these are all instance methods. Okay, these are all instance methods which we will call by object or object reference. Okay, are you getting right? These are the methods which we will call object and object reference. They will provide these documentation for us, like how we need to call this particular method. Okay, this is the method which we are getting. So here you can able to see this method is returning as character. Okay, and this method have a argument. So what type of method is there? What type of methodology is this? We have a different methodologies, right? Four methodologies. So one is like method with argument and with return type, method without argument and without return type, method with return type and without argument, and method without argument and with return type. So what kind of method is this?
Method with argument and
With
with the return type.
with return type, exactly, you are correct. Okay, and let's see, is there any yeah, we have another method. Let me know what kind of method is this.
Method without argument and with return type.
Exactly correct, you are correct. Okay, and we have most of the time we have a method with argument and with return type only, and this is like method without argument and with return type we have. Okay, and I'm seeing, is there any method without return type? Okay, there is no return types. So let's go for static method. Maximum methods are like return types only. Okay, let's see concrete method. We have any examples? In this also we don't have
Yeah, there is void.
where, yeah, let me check. What? Yeah. So let me know what kind of method is this?
Method with argument and without return type.
Yes, method without argument and with return. Sorry, method with argument and without return type. Okay, and we have four methods. Not four methods. These are all. Okay, so we have seen three methods, right? First one is like method with argument and with return type. Again, method without argument and with return type, and like method with argument but without return type, but we unable to see like method without return type and without argument. Okay, so this is the library using this like sorry, using this methodologies library has developed. Okay, are you getting right? So whenever the instance method comes to your mind, so we need to do like we need to create a object for that particular class and we need to call the methods. Are you getting right? Yeah. Can anyone tell me how many ways to access static variable?
Yeah, four ways to access static variables.
Yes. What are they?
Directly,
Yeah.
and second one is class with class name.
Yeah.
Third one is object, fourth one
Yeah.
object reference.
Okay. So which and all is not recommended?
Object and object.
Yes. Object and object reference is not recommended. Okay. Let's go to our topic. So everyone is understand, right? Instance variable, sorry, instance method. Okay. I can consider it as yes. So let's go to the static method. Static method. A method, a method which is defined as a static member of static member of a class, static member of a class is called static method. It's called static method. Okay. Okay. Sorry, above I have written a member of. Okay. A method which is defined as a static member of a class is called static method, and there are four ways to access methods static methods static methods. One is like direct, and second one is like class name, third one is object, and the fourth one is like object. Okay. So the first one is like direct. Okay. Direct class name, object, and object reference. And here the object and object reference are not recommended. Object and object references are not recommended. Okay. And let's see, we have a different methodologies, right? Let's see the first methodology, method with return type and method with argument and with return type in static way. Okay, what is the syntax to define that one? So let's see the syntax. It's like static return type is int. I have given a method called add. Here I'm passing a variable called int a comma b, variable or argument we can say. And here what I will do is like, here we have a return statement, right? So directly I will write return a plus b semicolon. Okay, let's copy this. Sorry, I just writing direct syntax without example. Static method name arguments and here return state. Okay, so like this generally we have written. Only the major difference is like inside, like here in front of the method, what I am doing is like I'm just writing static. You can able to understand here the return type, method name, arguments, and I'm writing a return statement. Before that I'm writing static in the sense we are defining a static method. Okay, so this static method will call direct whenever the method within the class. Okay, so let's see, this is the example which we have written. Example, let's copy this one, and we have already a class, right? inside the class, what I will do is like I will write a static. We are not getting an error. Okay, save this one, and here the return statement is there. Okay, so how we need to call this method generally? This is the direct one because the method which is present within the class. Okay, this is static method, the first way. So I will write like int sum equals to directly. Then what I will do is like I will write add, and it has a arguments. So I will pass 30 40, and I'll write like system.out.println sum. Save, and here for our reference I will write static. Save, right click, run as Java application. You can able to see we are getting 70. Okay, and going forward we will discuss about class name. Is it clear so far, like static method?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So by tomorrow we will discuss about method with return type. Sorry, method with argument and without return type. Method without argument and without return type, and method like yeah, without return type and with argument in static way. Tomorrow we will discuss. Is it clear so far,
Yes, sir.
everyone? Okay, so just do practice. If you are facing any difficulties, like if you are facing any difficulties, so please let me know while installing Eclipse or Java. I will help you on that. And just the practice is more important. Actually the classes are going, but the practice is more important. So you guys can do one thing. By tomorrow just like yeah, just write a program, just write a program all these four ways to find the prime number. Okay, all these four ways in static methodology. Okay, in static way, sorry, in instance way, you need to write a method like in four ways. On that, like you can take any program. For example, yeah, you can do one thing. You can create a sort operation. Okay, just search in the Google, you will get, or otherwise I will explain that logic as well. Mm, yeah, just create the four ways which we have. Create a method on instance variable. Okay, just it is a little task. Just you need to create a methods on this, and you need to call that particular method within the class. Okay, you guys can do that, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, just do that thing because the practice is more important. The classes are going, but we are not practicing. It will not work for us. Okay, please do like create the methods and all. It would be easy for you. If you have any doubt, please let me know. Definitely, I will help you on that. Okay, today is holiday for me as well, so that's why I'm telling. Just please create the. Let me stop.